heroes? Mere mortals, same as all the rest. Someday you shall visit Elysium and meet some of these heroes, and discover that they are quite different than the songs suggest.
Headed over to Elysium right now. Goddess Athena.
It was my privilege to have visited your father's house, and briefly had a chance to meet you, Zagreus. Nyx and your mother each are very shrewd. Perhaps you've taken after both of them. As for your new responsibilities, exposing weak points and defenses is my specialty.
If you'll forgive me, Master Chaos, this ambrosia is intended to be given to those whom I care about, and I can think of few recipients I'd like to have it more. Please.
I shall accept this as a final offering, O son of Hades. For I have given it additional consideration, and decided that my previous analysis of your intentions was too narrow, too inaccurate, and I regret comparing what you have been doing to an act of theft. Respond?
Don't even mention it, please, Master Chaos. All of this is new for me as well. I try never to overanalyze. My father does enough of that for all of us. I just know when I encounter the primordial creator, I'm going to give thanks. For everything.
I see. Then your response is quite acceptable. And since the act of giving is not an exchange, let us say that you already have my gratitude. Mistakenly assumed she was your mother. I did not fully consider the possibility that she essentially was a mother to you. The technicality of birth aside, she cares for you to the extent a mother can.
To think your father and that sweet Persephone, they were together down there all along. I was so certain that your father's heart was cold. That's just the thing with love, dearest, that sometimes it surprises even me.
I wish to tell you once again I had a splendid time during our recent shared festivities, my kin. At last, I've finally seen your death-filled realm firsthand. I learned a great deal. And I look forward to learning more from our successful collaboration,
Dear Mother Persephone is a shrewd woman, Zagreus. More than an equal to your mighty father. I'm pleased to know you've made amends with her, and taken new responsibilities within your house. Naturally, I'll continue to pitch in. And I hope that we'll meet again someday.
Should come in useful.
All right, then let's go make that spend of hard-earned coin well worth your while. What do you think, cuz?
Chiron, unrelated to anything whatsoever, I just wanted to say I'm very grateful to have your support. You've always done your own thing. I never get to see you at the house, but I know you care an awful lot. So cheers. Thank you.
Good Mother Persephone, she's here all safe and sound. Thought you should know there, little Hades. Shame you can't be here with her too, but doubtless we'll someday meet again.
Your course of action here was ill-advised, my kin. For war shall come to you no matter what, as I shall presently reveal. You capably survived my wrath, and I commend you for it. Let us continue on, as friends and kin.
Everyone's saying that the Queen is back. Do you know what that means, short one?
Well, for me at least, it happens to mean quite a bit. I'm her son.
It doesn't mean a thing. We're still here to fight. Though for what it's worth, my mother also was a queen. May yours treat you better than she treated me. Better than I'm about to treat you here.
Even
even though everything's out in the open now, and all my brothers, sisters, and whatnot are going to keep helping you fight your way out of there, I've still been keeping to myself of late. That way, nobody slows me down.
So joyfully did Zagreus attempt to gain the surface that why he just rose too quickly. And we know how that one goes from Icarus's tale. Oh, damn it!
So did everybody miss me?
What? I heard the feast you had here. It was really something else. All the gods together in one place, eating, drinking, not killing one another. That must have been a sight.
You should have been there, Hypnos. Not that I noticed your absence, though what happened? Other pressing business?
Slept through the whole thing.
Wow.
You raised him well, O Knight. You know that, I hope. Though I can't imagine even you could have expected this outcome. Thank you for making all this possible. For all of us.
You are to thank for this outcome as much as I, perhaps more so. For I have little choice but to serve this house. I was created in this realm, and it is everything to me. But you, your loyalty could not have been assumed.
Oh, I don't know. I felt I had no choice either except to serve this house. At least at first. But in training the prince, preparing him, I felt like I was living for something again. As strange as that may sound.
Nevertheless, given the circumstances of your life and servitude, you need not have given so much of yourself. The greatness of your mortal days followed you into death.
You are most kind, O Knight.
Hey, were you ever close with Charon, then? Seems like no matter how much I try, I can't quite get through to him.
Wouldn't be surprised if you were closer to him than I am. Not all of Nyx's sons and daughters keep in steady touch. Though at least we're not always at each other's throats, like the other side of your family.
Fair enough. So now that the festivities are over with, it's back to work like this, the same as ever.
Do you have any idea what happens when you announce the underworld as a queen, boy? Damn it. Zagreus, I mean. You become inundated with well wishes from every blasted shade that wants something.
You're responding to well wishes? Aw. Don't you think some of your subjects are sincerely happy for you?
The work, nevertheless, has to be done.
So what even happened when you lost your job, Dusa? Did you have someplace else to stay? Was everything all right?
You know, it's funny. After I was fired, at first, I just couldn't believe it. I felt lost. But after a few days or nights, it's like it opened up my eyes, you know? Suddenly I had all this time to myself, and what I realized was I was so tired. I think I really needed the break.
I'm surprised you wanted to come back to work after something like that. Wouldn't you be totally fed up? Burned out on the whole thing?
I love this work too much to get burned out, Prince. But that's me. I know there's more to being alive or being dead than just your work, but my work happens to be important to me. And besides, if I don't push myself from time to time, how can I ever know my limits, right?
But if you go too far beyond your limits, things can get bad. Believe me. I mean, you almost lost the job you care so much about.
You're right. I need to be more careful not to push myself too hard too often. Hey, could I ask a favor? Would you tell me if I go too far with work again?
Sounds good. I will.
Among the countless splendid gemstones hidden underneath the earth, a great many are used to decorate the House of Hades, god of the dead, god of riches.
I guess there are a lot of gemstones here.
About time you showed up.
Hey, Skelly, what with everything out in the open now, with the Queen and Charon and all that, mind if I mention some of this to Thanatos? Charon's his brother, after all.
Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I guess that part of the old contract no longer applies. So, go right ahead. Appreciate you asking, pal.
Appreciate you answering.
How strange it is to be subjected to the fates. But do not fall into the cognitive delusion that they have already made your choices for you, son of Hades. Rather, they are keen about anticipating every choice that everyone shall make, such as the following.
Do you ever think to yourself that you were born a bit too late, my kin? For my part, I wish that I could have been there myself when my father and the others waged ferocious war against the Titans. Ah, it must have been a sight.
Persephone, she says you're really stuck down there, born of the underworld, something like that? Well, if you ask me, that's no kind of attitude to have. You can do anything you set your mind to, nephew. Take it from me. Zagreus, you have a clever mother in Persephone. A very clever mother. And a lordly father. They make quite the team, that's evident. True rivals for Hera and me.
By the way, we had entirely a lovely time within your father's house, grandson. And to see Kore once again, it warmed my heart. I'm beyond grateful that your mother's safe, and that you've an important job to do. Here, I shall help.
Charon, mate. I know you meet an awful lot of dead, and it probably gets very difficult to remember them all, but I don't suppose the name Skelly means anything to you, does it? Ah, right. Didn't think so. Forget I asked. Not time.
Everybody on Olympus, they're still going on about Persephone, queen of the underworld. They had no idea she was down there all along, none whatsoever, cuz. And as for me, now I can deliver you my blessings more officially, I think.
Let me just say, nephew, that money-hoarding boatman best be fair with you. Because I'd hate to see anything happen to that little boat of his.
Having already seen the splendid cottage of Persephone sufficient times, the stubborn underworld prince nevertheless attempts to go there once again, although his memory of it shall have to do. I'm so impressed with what you've managed to accomplish, lad. When I was closer to your age, or the age you appear to be, all I wanted was glory, to be remembered forever. Look where that got me. I'm glad you know better than I did.
So in pursuing glory, you think you lost it? Forgive me here, but I just disagree. I settled a family squabble. You single-handedly turned an entire war.
A foolish war. Glory comes to those driven to excel in worthwhile pursuits. A happy side effect, not a goal unto itself. Though you don't need for me to tell you that.
If not for all your training and advice, I wouldn't have come this far. You prepared me for this. Wasn't that a worthwhile pursuit? Must mean you got some glory after all then, right?
Well, you got me there.
Father, how are you doing without Mother around? Will she be all right on Olympus?
Clearly she is more than capable of handling herself. And we here have been well accustomed to not having her about.
So everything's back to normal then? That sounds lovely.
Nothing is normal anymore. Besides, she shall return. Knowing that she shall return, is that not sufficient for you? Be patient, for once.
Glad you're handling it fine. Next, along with giving you this bottle of ambrosia here, there's something I've meant to say to you. The three fates have been very kind to me, because in denying me my birth mother, they gave me you. Without your steady presence here, I can't imagine what it would be like.
Oh, then the three fates are whimsical indeed. When you were born, and I was filled with fear for what it meant for you to be alive, to be responsible for you. I must admit, I did not guess that one evening you would provide for me both such a gift and such a sentiment.
Well, I mean every word. I love you, Nyx.
I love you too, my child. She has departed once again, your birth mother, the Queen. Although it was not as difficult to see her off this time, knowing she shall return.
It must be difficult for her, returning to Olympus. She had no love for it at all. I hope she'll be all right.
Do not despair. We have ways of watching over her. Not that I expect anything untoward to happen, but, well, with your family, one learns to take precautions, as you know.
I'll miss her.
So shall I. But it shall not be long, I think.
So the Olympians are backing you officially now? Doing their part to help the family business finally. Lord Hades probably never thought he'd see the day. Right? You know what I mean.
Seems only fair they should help in some capacity. They all work together on the surface, and let's face it, they're responsible for a good number of shades pouring into this realm. Least they can do is help shore up the whole there-is-no-escape reputation we've got.
By making you unfairly stronger by the time you try to get through me.
Exactly.
Sometimes I think about the goddess Nyx and how I long for her to be the mother that I never had, cousin. Is it improper that I say such things to you? One would expect I would already have somebody on Olympus, yet it often feels as though I am the mother here.
Son of Hades, I believe you came to find me in this space, and I have gone unseen by most for quite some time. I have wondered this as well, and think that our connection to Goddess Nyx is the most likely answer.
I'll tell you, nephew, I was quite taken aback to learn Persephone, she was your mother all along. Just disappeared up here one day. Ran off, I figured, as she's got some mortal blood in her. But she was with your father. That rascal is my brother after all.
Have to say, I had a pretty decent time with everybody at our little visit recently. Met you, Uncle Hades, even Great Achilles. Still don't quite appreciate you tricking us, but I can get over it eventually. Anyway, you still could use assistance from me, right?
Lady Aphrodite.
My dearest little godling, how fares everything with you of late? I love to have these little interactions with you, simple as they are, for they have brightened many of my evenings here.
I meant to tell you something, grandson. You needn't have deceived the rest of us. You could have sent word that my daughter was with you down there all along. Ah, but families are a complicated thing. Just swear that you'll be candid with us next time.
Oh, hi there, Zagreus. I was just failing to persuade Lady Demeter to ease up off the snowy stretch that we've been having for a while. Some of the mortals are quite weary of it now, and it sure doesn't make the hunting any easier.
The mortals are resourceful, Artemis. Their one redeeming quality, perhaps. They'll find a way through our long winter here. They ought to, since they brought it on themselves.
Grandmother, if you don't mind I call you that. Knowing we're related like this fills me with pride. Your power over life. I think I've some of it in me. And I could not have come this far without your help. Please, for everything. This is for you.
Oh, my grandson, how you honor me with this. I am so very grateful that we've met and that you're you, if that makes any sense at all. I have my sisters, but I'd no one else for very long indeed.
Reflecting on this victory, Prince Zagreus observes how death can take hold in so many different ways. At times quite slowly, and at other times.
Achilles, sir, I have a very important question. Why do you detest onions so much? Have they wronged you somehow?
As soon as you slice into one of those things, it makes you cry. Don't you find that a bit unsettling, lad? I won't shed tears over a cut-up vegetable.
Well, apparently they're pretty tasty if you don't eat them raw.
I'll have to take your word for it.
Too, sir, I can't shake this feeling, so I wanted to apologize to you, because I think when we first met, I don't think I took it the right way. I never had a fan before. I wanted to live up to your idea of me.
Oh, Prince, Zagreus, don't worry about that. Even I didn't know what I was going through. When I first started working here, I was just so impressed with you. I mean, you were the only one who would stand up to your father. I thought about you all the time.
But you didn't even know me yet. We didn't get to talking for what seemed like ages. You can be difficult to find, since I can't fly up to the rafters like you can.
Well, I'm so glad you kept trying to talk to me. If you hadn't, I'd probably be up in the rafters still, building up this idea of you that's not even as good as the real thing.
Oh, thank you, Dusa. I never stopped to think about why pomegranates grew here in the underworld. Mother's doing from before then. And all that stuff she told the Olympians about how they bind you to this place. It's all nonsense.
You know full well that the pomegranates in my realm hold a certain power beyond the tartness of their taste, boy. The Queen, she has a way with plants, you see. A bit of her own mother's gift, applied more sensibly.
You kept them growing all this time, flourishing even because of her.
They are very easy to maintain.
Enjoying staring at that ball I got you, boy? No fun if it doesn't fight back, huh?
The hell-forged, multi-headed monster feels no urgency to waste his precious time on simple playthings, much preferring to conserve his vast energy reserves, in case any trespassers need to be eaten suddenly.
Well, it's there if you change your mind. Yes.
So how is crusty old Hades faring down there of late, nephew? Fewer worries there upon his brow? That underworld of yours all running smoothly and all that? We'll keep on pitching in from over here. Least we can do.
Why, something's changed about the beating of your heart, dearest. Oh, it's the little Gorgon, isn't it? You underworld dwellers and your complicated feelings. I can never get enough. My blessings to the both of you then,
Prior to your intervention, son of Hades, I expected that the goddess Nyx had forgotten about me, whether purposefully or from passage of time. I believed that to be forgotten was the one true inevitability. Perhaps, however, I was incorrect.
Say, you're in good with what's his name? The one who gave you his lucky tooth? So he's an alright sort then. Has to be if you put up with him.
You think you've a chance in hell without my help, am I to understand? You made a big mistake there, little Hades. Just you watch. I must hand it to you, little Hades. I did not expect that you would weather such a storm. I'm mightily impressed.
Young Sprout, I cannot fully understand my daughter's choices, such as what she saw in your gloom-filled father to have eloped with him. But if you are the result, then she is clearly wiser than I estimated.
Look, Zag, I don't entirely recall what happened at that feast you threw for all of us down there, but let me tell you, I am under the impression it went smashingly. It was amazing, man. Let's have another one sometime, all right?
The master of this realm, Lord Hades, states that death is inescapable. There is considerable credence to his claim.
Then, there's something that I meant to tell you. Ask you, rather. You're close with Megara, so what I mean is, you know about us, right?
Yes, of course. Why do you ask?
Well, it's just, I figured since you deal with mortals all the time, I know that some of them, they choose a single suitor. It's a valid custom if it's yours.
The mortals have their customs, yes, indeed. Quite a variety in point of fact. However, none as yet have stuck with me, I think. So don't concern yourself with things like that.
You're saying you're not angry with me? Or Meg, for that matter?
Not any more than usual. Tell her that I said hello when next you meet.
Sure. Sounds good.
I can't believe it, Mr. Hypnos. How did you do it? All the shapes that have been lining up, they've been moving right along.
You know, you're right. They have. They definitely have. It's pretty hard to notice since they're slow, but I have a keen eye. And so do you. You noticed before I did in this case. What did you say your question was back there?
I asked you how you did it. Got the traffic flow moving a little faster, and it's the sarcophagus things, isn't it? Right down the hall. The shades, they're scared to stand around. That's brilliant, Mr. Hypnos. I'm impressed.
Oh, that, well, really, it was nothing, Dusa. Though, I'll tell you something. It is good to know that you're impressed with me.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Anyway, I'll mark this as resolved.
Mark it away.
Tell me in brief, boy. Our own upon Olympus. Are they continuing to aid you as expected?
Still showing up and lending their support. I think some of them are a little disappointed I'm not planning to come join them, though I think they understand now that they owe the underworld a debt. We all have to do our part looking after the mortals, whether alive or dead.
Indeed. I half expected they would disappoint. Abandon you to toil on your own. At least thus far, they've honored their commitment then.
They have. Nyx, meant to ask. Charon was there to take Mother and me home the one time. So has he been working for you? Or part of some elaborate plan or something?
Charon serves only this realm, child. And he is very trustworthy. I suppose that it is also possible he has some affection for the Queen, if not for you.
Elaborate plan, then. Got it.
Another vermin outbreak near the surface, then. Would that I had someone dependable to deal with it. Where are those blasted satyrs coming from, and to what end? The vile things.
Guess I'll see what I can do about it, Father.
What is it, love? Are you still having problems with the dead? I swear, you'd think they had enough of me in life.
I sense your consternation, son of Hades, as you look about this space. You have another question, and are free to ask.
Oh, it's just... I sometimes wonder, Master Chaos, if you created all of this, then who created you? What was this place before you arrived?
All of this simply came to be, and so did I, presumably after a former time had finally reached its end. I hesitate to say it was an act of will. It was more like a sudden shift, as when a conflagration happens from a spark. I arrived at such a time, and all else then arrived from me.
Anyone else?
Oh, so you've already heard from Aphrodite, have you, nephew? Understandable. But first things first. Now let me add a little something to all that.
Hello, Hermes.
You and Mother got from there just fine. Don't worry, cuz. She had me looking after her and such. Seemed real nice. Told me to tell you hi.
Hey, back when we had that feast there, man, I hope I didn't, make for any inconveniences or anything down there, did I?
The thing about me, nephew, is I get along with everybody here. A skill, apparently, that's rather rare. Take my niece Artemis, for instance. Can't ever take a simple jest at all. You won't easily attract a mate with such a sour look about you, girl.
Oh, and wouldn't that be such a pity, Uncle Poseidon? I wonder what could be the cause of this sour look that I perpetually have up here. Maybe Zagreus knows.
See exactly what I mean, nephew.
I've heard that your reports have been immaculate of late, Hypnos. I have to know, who's helping you with them? It can't be Zagreus.
Oh, no, he doesn't help. It's just, I took to listing only the important stuff up top and spending just a bit more time on the priority reports, and guess it's working out.
Look, whatever the case, the work's improved. It's been observed. You ought to keep it up.
Aw, thanks.
Good work, Hypnos. Hey, Dusa, something I was wondering, and it's just curiosity, mind you, but is there somebody else? I mean, somebody special whom you're close with or would like to be. Romantically, I mean, if it's all right to ask.
Oh, you can ask me anything. But, somebody else romantically. Not really, no. It's not really my thing. It doesn't mean I don't have feelings for you, though. You know that, right? I wouldn't drop what I'm doing and throw myself at danger for just anyone, you know?
I definitely know. There's 7 kinds of love or so, isn't that right? It isn't something that's taught extensively down here, though, so there's still a lot for me to learn, I guess.
Wow, I never thought of it as love until you said it there just now, Prince. But you're right. I love you, Zagreus. That feels good to come right out and say, you know? Okay, well, bye.
I love you too, Dusa.
I have to thank you for the mirror back there, lad. Lets me get a better look at things out in the Great Hall every now and then.
Of course, sir. Don't mention it. You're really stuck having to guard this corridor most of the time, huh?
Well, certainly it's an important corridor. Think of it. If just any shade could pass through either of those doors back there, your father's barely keeping it together as it is.
Well, this should help you keep an eye on him. How goes it, Shanes?
Whatever you did to my blasted seat is of no consequence to me. From my vantage point, I can't even see it. A foolish prank and waste of valuable resources, nothing more.
It's more for everybody else than you, Father. Think of it as a tribute to Cerberus. Besides, you really should think about changing up the look of this place from time to time. Keep things fresh.
The limitless work keeps things fresh enough as it is. Though if making aimless changes in this house is how you choose to spend your limitless time, I'll have no part of it.
Works for me. Nyx, did you really give Dusa quite possibly the sole surviving Epsilon Edition Chthonic companion in the entire underworld? She's very grateful for it. So much so that she entrusted Feedy to my care. They grow in power that way, right?
The severed Gorgon head is not without redeeming attributes, my child. Though I expected this companion would soon find its way to you, the way the two of you have grown attached. Thus, in one action, both of you have found encouragement.
That's very calculating when you put it quite like that.